One of my New Year's resolution-y type things is also to, like, try to put more time aside for, like, actually doing, even if it's just, like, a little meditation or, like, just taking a little, like, self-care time and just, like, scheduling it around the moons. Like, just doing that more consciously and more regularly. Because I feel like right now I'm not doing it, and I feel healthier and also happier when I do.
Completely agree. My altar is just covered in dust. Like, my ancestors are probably very disappointed in me right now. Like, I just don't do anything for myself or my time. I actually started I have this bullet journal that I've had forever that I've never really used at all. So I've started this new thing where I told myself, you know, and I'm also trying to be kind to myself of, like, I know I'm not going to do it every day, but when I have time, I'm going to pull a tarot card and then pick a crystal out of a book and then, like, draw it and write down the description and, like, just refamiliarize myself with all of the tarot and all these crystals and just kind of be a little creative and fun and use different colored pens and markers, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, shall we jump into this thing?
Let's do it.
Welcome to Witchcast!
'Cause it's Witchcast.
I'm Emily.
I'm Kate.
And we're your hosts of this, the Witchcast podcast.
That's right. We're your learning, growing novice witches, exploring everything under the esoteric umbrella. And this is our special holiday
we're
episode.
back with a little holiday episode.
Ho, ho, ho.
Jingle jangle. It's Yule.
It's Yule. It's just past the solstice, probably. It's kind of Christmas. It's a holiday special.
It's holiday. It's about to be a new year. It's
ding dong, ringing in the new year.
But anyway, we have a really special.
Anyway, all that out of the way. Yes.
Dong, ding dong, jingle jangle. We have a special holiday, Yule, New Year, little episode for you all before we come back with season 5 in January.
Yeah, it's festive, and it's this episode. Welcome to this Witchcast holiday special. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I guess that's, you very correctly revealed the exciting news that we are working on our next season. We've been recording, like, little speedy recording buddies. We've been...
What is happening? We've been recording episodes.
We've been recording up a storm over here.
Little speedy buddies.
I tried to say bunnies. It just came out wrong. Not that would have made more sense.
Oh, bunnies. Yes.
Yes. You know, all those bunnies with podcasts. But yeah, so we'll be back in the new year with some new episodes, a new season.
Yes, we're really excited to bring you a whole new season. I know our hiatus took a lot longer than we said, but also, are you surprised we've done this before? Life happens, you know?
Yeah, we're just out here doing our best. We're living our lives, living our little witchy lives.
We really appreciate you folks who are still here with us. We have not forgotten about you. We've been thinking of you this whole time.
Yeah, you're all magical
really
little sweet little candle creatures, and we're excited to talk to you again. Touch your little heads with our mouths.
Oh my gosh, this is unhinged and I love it.
Now that's what I call a holiday special.
Emily's been dipping into the eggnog.
Not yet. The craziest thing is how I didn't even have a second coffee today.
Oh, maybe that's what's going on.
I think it's like I'm in the other direction.
Yeah. I think I'm still riding high from my sugar-free Red Bull from last night that I decided to drink at 9 p.m. for some reason.
If I did that, I would just be, like, running back and forth in the living room. Poor Dan, like, has actually had to watch me do that before. If I've had, like, a 6 p.m. coffee, I'm just like, I'm too awake at, like, 10, and I'm, like, doing planks.
That is adorable. You're like a toddler. That's so great.
I am.
But yes, in season 5, we have all new guests. We have new topics. Emily, do you want to tell them about something else that we're doing in season 5?
Yes. So this is a very exciting, we think, piece of news. We're gonna, as well as all the other wonderful types of episodes you've come to know and love, we're also going to do, like, a little book club Now, what we mean by that is not that we're going to, like, send out a monthly newsletter of, like, recommendations or anything like that. We're simply going to tell you that we're both reading a book, and then we're going to give you a little heads up before we talk about it. So if you want to also read that book and try to aim for around when we talk about it so that you know what we're talking about, then you can join us in that, you know, very loose book club.
Yes, it's a cat, just like everything we do. It's very cash.
And
And
it's Lucy, it's Goosey, it's our Witchcast book club, Butch Club.
Butch Club.
Book Club.
So yeah, we'll post on our Instagram at Witchcast Podcast which book we're going to be covering in a few weeks, and then we'll have an episode released where Emily and I talk about the book. And of course, all the books will be witchy in some way, and we'll discuss it, and you can listen along, and please comment and email us and let us know your thoughts. But yeah, I think it'll be fun, and encourage us to read, because I never read.
Right, yeah. I love to read, I just don't always. You know, if I don't, like, structure time into my day for it, once I get into a book and, like, have a schedule, I can get through a bunch of books in a row. But if I don't, it can be months between books. Years.
Oh, God, years. Eons, decades. I swear to God, like, thank God younger us did not have, like, easy access to the internet and didn't have smartphones, because that I read constantly as a child, because that was the only thing you could do besides television.
Right.
And now it's like, I have a million books I've been wanting to read just sitting there.
And I love my books. When I read the books, I enjoy the books. It's not like I don't like the books.
I like it. It's like working out. You have to make it a priority, right? Because it's like, I do feel better after I exercise.
Yeah.
Getting to the point of actually exercising is the hardest part, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's coming up in next year, in the new year.
In the new year. We also have, should have said this earlier, got a little surprise for you.
Right.
We reached out to a bunch of our guests from over the years, our wonderful guests, and they've recorded, like, holiday messages for you, so you'll hear them sprinkled throughout this episode.
Yeah, so, like, you know those old-fashioned Christmas specials where they'd, like, be at the piano and then someone would pop in and some celebrity would make a cameo? Think of it like that, audio-wise. And so you'll get to hear some fun little Yuletide greetings from the people that we love, which is great.
Exactly. Here's one right now.
Hi, Emily. Hi, Kate. Hi, listeners of Witchcast Podcast. It's me, your kooky Aunt Jasmine, aka Satin Saturn. I hope everyone is having a blessed Yule season, or whatever kind of Yule season you want to have.
That was nice.
Oh, I like to think of this episode as a nice big cup of mulled cider for y'all.
Oh, yeah. Just pulling up a chair and by the fire, holding your warm cider.
Yes.
Just like, ooh, keeping those fingies so toasty.
A little cinnamon, a little star anise, a little
clove.
clove.
Yeah. Stirred with love. Maybe a little rosemary in there.
Yeah.
Get some herbal magic going.
Filled with intention. Oh, speaking of, so recently with this last new moon and solar eclipse, I actually got a chance to go to the lunar fair.
I'm so jealous that you did that.
I know.
This
Emily,
is my song for you.
It's a beautiful song. Please record that. It's on Spotify. You need to come with. We need to go. I actually think you and I should go to one in the future, because they have them every new moon and every full moon. I forget what town they're in New Jersey. It's a very small little quaint town in the middle of, like, nowhere, it feels like.
Yeah.
And you and I need to go together, and we should, like, do some video and, like, post so we can, like, post our experience. It is amazing. Matt and I went. I was not in a great mood, honestly, before I went. I was having some sad, seasonal affective disorder times.
It's real, man. It's so real.
I was feeling the winter blues. I was feeling this eclipse season. And we went, and I'm not going to talk too much about the experience because I want you to be surprised and delighted, but it was amazing. It is huge. It is full of such good vibes and wonderful people, tons of vendors offering all sorts of different goods and services, and just, it was so invigorating. I bought so much stuff. I got so many new crystals and a new lantern and even some, like, weed chocolates and some CBD joints. Yeah, it's like, it was so lovely. And I also, speaking of the mulled cider, they had food and drink stuff there too, and I got this like mulled non-alcoholic drink that was like infused with intention of trying to like see your life's purpose, and I like sipped it and it was delicious as I walked around this fair.
Oh, baby.
It was wonderful.
That
highly recommend the Lunar Fail. We'll link it in our
flippin'
website.
delightful.
Yeah, it was great. I'll post some pictures on our Instagram, but we need to go and we should do a whole like, maybe we could do like an IG live or something about it. We could do some fun
heck yeah.
video.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm very looking forward to that. And, other friends, Lunar Fair every 2 weeks, somewhere in New Jersey. If you just Google Lunar Fair, New Jersey, it's Faire.
Correct. Yeah, I'll tag them in our Instagram too.
Oh, so smart.
Yeah, it's great.
Hi, this is Sutton.
And this is Laura.
And we are
A Casual Coven. Happy Yule!
So, what do you want to talk about next? That's all.
Oh, yeah. Well, so other things I think that we'd like to talk about for this special is some gift ideas. I know, obviously, the holidays are, like, here, but if you're looking for any last-minute gift ideas or, or just things for the future, we have some ideas, I think, that could be useful.
Last minute stuff. There's some DIY stuff here if you're like, Christmas is in 2 days and I need some witchy stuffing stuckers.
Stuffing stuckers.
I'm not even going to correct myself. I'm just going to leave that.
I love it, and it's perfect. I think also, I believe the holiday season is like the whole month and into the new year. I don't believe that you have to have gifts ready exactly by Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like gifts anytime.
Everybody travels. There's always it's only a delight to get something later.
Right, exactly. And what's the whole point of giving gifts, right? Like, let's try and be a little anti-capitalist and remember that it's about showing love and appreciation for people, right?
Exactly.
And that is always in season. What was that voice of mine?
I don't know. I feel like you were just possessed by a Yuletide,
That was Rudolph
spirit.
Just coming through.
Oh, Rudolph. What a voice
Rudolph.
you have.
I've been really mindful, though, about, like, where I'm spending my money. It's so easy to go to Amazon and big box chains and, like, hey, girl, you and I both work for corporations. Like, we gotta make money. Like, I fully admit I am fully part of our capitalist system. But if I can't, I really want this season to try and shop smaller and support small businesses.
Totally.
Or even make things and just be more mindful also about the amount of plastic and waste I'm using. It's a very wasteful holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I've been trying to buy from makers also. Although I also bought something from LL Bean, which is not they're owned by Republicans. So
but
what am I doing?
Wool sweaters. I mean,
no, they just make such a solid sweater.
I mean, here's the thing. I have this little plug-in on my Google Chrome where it tells you literally the political makeup of any site you go to, and they're all bad. And what I've learned from that is that they're all at least somewhat bad.
Yeah. Oh, I guess other end of the spectrum, I have been looking through. In fairness to me, we are recording this episode earlier in the month, so I don't mean this today. But I've been looking at Black-owned Brooklyn put out a holiday guide that's very cool. If you want small businesses owned by Black people in Brooklyn, I can send you the link.
Oh yeah, nice. Let's post that. I mean, either way, still good to know it regarding any time of the year, right? Yeah. So anyway, I think Etsy is a great resource. I get a lot of my witchy stuff from Etsy, and it's always great. We've linked and talked about a lot of different Etsy accounts, I think, throughout the episodes on our Instagram. And then also you can check out a lot of our past guests offer services as well, sell goods. And that's all also on our website under witchy resources and in our past Instagram posts. But obviously, if you're giving gifts to another witch, crystals are always a great gift.
Always in. Crystals are always in.
But if you're also if you want to give witchy gifts, but to people who maybe are not out of the broom closet or who are not particularly as witchy as you, I think little crystal jewelry, bracelets, always appreciated.
Yeah.
People love that. Worry stones, I think, are really nice, regardless of what you believe in. I think people just like having something that they can have on them.
Yeah, and like honestly, everybody likes a shiny rock. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
like you can know the meaning, you can tell them the meaning, but like no one's gonna be like, oh, this beautiful shiny rock, I'm gonna throw it out.
It's beautiful. We like them for a reason. I
Yeah.
also really like to think about what that person is going through at that moment, what
Yeah.
you know they might want to bring into their life and need. Because again, right, the gift is supposed to be reflecting that you are thinking of them. So if you know I have a friend who runs her own business. I like to give her a lot of like money,
Yeah. I love
money
that.
bringing type crystals, and she really appreciates it. You know, or I have a friend who's a doctor, and she's always really busy, so I like to give her things for like de-stressing or you know self-love and peace and calm, you know, things I
Yeah.
think that they might want in their life.
Totally. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, it's such a great thing because there's like crystals cover such like a wide swath of like, yeah, possible needs or like wants or like, you know, like or like self-care sort of like guides. It's like, you know, I'm giving you this, but it's also like, you know, a thing to remind you of like, here's the love I have for you and here's what I want for your life, and like, you know, and for you to then take and like, you know, hold that as not just like a me thing, but like as a you thing, as like if that's something you want for your life, of course it'll be meaningful. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I absolutely know what you mean. Also, birthstones, like there's so many things that are witchy, right? Like that we've talked about this. I think people love birthstone jewelry. Again, I think it plays into like a little bit of our narcissism, but it's also like something specifically for them. Another great gift for moms and grandmas, I think too, is like jewelry that has the birthstones of their kids or their grandkids.
Oh, cute.
My grandma has a necklace that has like she has two, or I think she has two different rings. One ring has all the birthstones of her children, and then one has the birthstones of all of her grandchildren.
Wow.
And,
that's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. So like, I think that's something that like, especially the maternal figures in your life might really love, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Kate, brilliant idea.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Emily,
And this is Marge.
and we're wishing you,
A happy Halloween.
or Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, or Merry Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year. Love you, folks.
Bye.
I really love gift giving. It's stressful, but like I really love to find that one thing that is really going to make them just feel loved and really happy, and I kind of treat it like a game.
I love that. You're getting points for
Yes. It's a competition and I must win. That's my rising Scorpio. Just coming out.
Yes, feel it.
Other quick ideas, obviously everyone loves incense. I mean, if you
Incense.
are witchy, incense holders, there's so many cute ones out there. Candles, you can't go wrong with candles. Like you can get a really nice one that is witchy regardless of where you get it from, I think.
Yeah, and such a wide swath of candle options too, and so many small makers making really cool candles these days. I feel like if you wanted to go hunting for like the perfect candle, you could totally do that.
Totally. And they have these there's these, I can link some options in our Instagram. There are these Etsy accounts now that they make like little mini spell candles, but they're totally accessible for people who maybe are not super out or not even consider themselves witchy. I give them to everyone. I gave one to everyone in my bridal party. But yeah, they're just like the small tin candles, and they're scented, and they have like herbs mixed within them. There's like a crystal at the bottom of them sometimes, and they have intention infused in them, but they're also just really lovely, nice smelling candles. So, you know, you can tell them that, oh, it's for this, it's to bring forth this kind of, you know, element into your life, but they're also just really lovely at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, a good candle's a good candle, you know.
Yeah. For your more like crafty or, you know, writer friends, I think journals, diaries, bullet journals, like
Yes.
with colorful markers and pens, like who doesn't love getting something like that?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Anything that you can like track your spells in, or just like a place to like, you know, artist way it out, just like, you know, automatic writing, anything.
I need to do that.
That shit's so good for your brain, and it feels so good. And like,
And who doesn't like getting, I don't know, maybe there's certain people who don't, but I feel like everyone I meet is always like, yes, I love getting a new,
yeah, I have
crisp,
never
beautiful journal.
received a journal and thought anything other than ooh.
Exactly.
You know?
I think it's because it just like has so much potential.
Yeah.
Even though
It's the
most
same
likely
as,
it's gonna
like-
just sit there empty on my shelf, I still love the potential of it.
Yeah, I feel like it's also like school supplies are like also bring me joy in the same same kind of way. Like,
That was like my favorite every year as a kid, shopping for school
yeah,
supplies.
getting to go look for that perfect like note-taking journal, you know, or like whatever those are called, you know. Yeah,
I getting like I would get like color coded binders, and I would decide each year, okay, which color is math going to be, which color is social studies
notebook,
gonna be.
I guess is what it is in school.
The notebook, yeah, notebook. I've heard of those.
And yeah, like witchy books, like our book club books, for example. But like, you know, for the more serious witchy person in your life, you know, someone who's really in it. Definitely
Your
not someone
fellow
who's
witch.
still in the broom closet.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
although, you know, a little sneaky.
you want to kind of coax them out. They're great beginner ones to kind of get them started with.
Yeah.
We've talked about them in the past. Like Scott Cunningham's a great one. The Spiral Dance is a great one. But
Yeah.
we've also had guests who have published books out that we've
Yeah,
talked about.
totally. And also, I feel like there are some that are more like kind of walking the line between witchy and just like garden advice. Like the Green Witch is supposed to be really good. That's one I actually want to put on our possible book club list
Yeah,
because I
let's
really
do
want to
it.
read that.
Yeah.
Because I read part of it just standing in a bookstore one time, and really enjoyed what I read of it. But
one of
that
my
was very
favorite
accessible
pastimes.
in terms of like being like not even really. I mean, it's witchy. Obviously, it's called the Green Witch, but like.
But it's also herbalism. Plants. Everyone loves plants.
Yeah. Also, I totally agree. One of my favorite pastimes. Did I ever tell you about the time I was reading a play in a bookstore and I accidentally talked to Paul Giamatti?
Wait, maybe, but tell me again.
Okay, so I was in college, and I was like, you know, in college, when we were in acting school, there's like a lot of looking for scenes. So there's a lot of like reading half of a play trying to find out if it has a woman in it.
With more than like 3 lines. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Like, please, just a scene where she talks a little bit. But, so, you know, you'd spend a lot of time doing that. But I was like sitting on the floor of a bookstore reading through a play. And
Do you remember what bookstore?
Yeah, oh, definitely. It was the Shakespeare & Co. that used to be on Broadway.
Oh,
in the basement where the plays were. Yeah, R.I.P.
I love that Shakespeare.
That was a good bookstore. But yeah, so I was sitting on the floor and I had like, I was reading a play. I was like I was engrossed. And a person came trying to get a play from behind me. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll move. And they were like, no, I can reach. Like, please, no. And I was like, no, I'll move. And then, they were like, oh, don't worry about it, and they like, got it and walked away. And one of my friends came over and were like, that was the coolest thing you've ever done. And I was like, what? And they were like, that was Paul Giamatti. And I was like,
wait, you didn't even know in the moment?
yeah. I looked up and my brain was like, I recognize him, but like in the context I was like, maybe he's an NYU professor.
Right.
But, like, honestly, I had just watched Master and Commander. I had just watched him, like, win an award on TV, like, a week before. There's no reason. Like, I know who Paul Giamatti
in a
is.
play.
But I was just
your
like,
brain was somewhere else.
I saw him. He was in, like, a kind of a patchwork, like, kind of artsy jacket. Like, he wasn't dressed like you see Paul Giamatti dressed on TV, you know?
Right. Yeah, he was a regular person.
He was a regular person in, like, his normal person clothes. So I was just like, I was like, this is a normal person, and I will, you know, like, allow them to, I guess, make me move.
That's amazing. I don't think I have heard this story. I love that. I love Paul Giamatti so much.
Yeah, that was very cool. I feel like we talked about one other thing. There might have been like, oh, what play are you reading or something like that. Like, you know, just being normal, but like, you know. But again, it was just
so you
like,
did have you did talk about it.
Yeah, for like one sentence though. I mean, it was like, but again, I was like, my friend was like, wow, I can't believe you kept your cool so well, and I was like,
The theater kid in me just
kept
like
my
splooged all over
cool.
the place.
I know, exactly, because it's like if I'd noticed, I would have been like, oh my god. But instead, I was just like,
but that is so great though that you didn't, because I think what a positive experience for both you and him that you were able to just like treat each other like normal people. You just had a quick exchange.
Yeah.
Had you had noticed who he was, it might have gone very awkwardly.
Right,
you know?
yeah, that could have been
like
so
you were
much
able
worse.
to just be, like a regular person with a regular person, which is, I think, lovely.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Hey, this is Ariella Upton of the Celestial Rose, wishing you a happy holidays, and for all my pagans out there, a blessed Yule.
I saw on your lovely... Oh, wait, no, I wrote this in. So ready to be like, what a great idea you had, tarot decks.
Honestly, we are a one big hive mind, Emily.
It's
What
just,
is yours is mine.
you
I
know,
didn't.
We are the Witchcast podcast. You know what I mean?
We is and we are. Yes, of course. Though I can't believe I didn't think of that.
But yeah,
Tarot decks are a great gift idea.
Tarot decks are a great idea in that, like, you're supposed to receive them as gifts for the most part. Like, you know, it's
Right.
so, or like that's sort of the tradition around it. So, what a great thing to give. You know, everybody wants a new tarot deck who likes tarot decks, or like an oracle deck.
Oracle decks are great.
You know, animal guide, anything like that that you.
Anything. I think so. Here's my theory, and I just thought of it now, but I agree with it. Is that to me? I think tarot decks and oracle decks are kind of like vibrators. Like everyone wants one, but they might be too scared or intimidated to buy their own. But if you give someone their first deck, it is or their first vibrator, you might be just opening up a world to them.
Right, a very pleasant world.
A wonderful world that keeps giving, you know?
Yeah, the kind of world that can really help you manifest some shit.
Exactly. I used to call myself the vibrator fairy when I was in my 20s because I gave like all my friends their first vibrator because I'm very pro vibrator.
Yeah, you are a kind of magnanimous person.
Thank you. Well, it's funny because like thinking back, I'm like, was it just that they were maybe not? Were we so close-minded in our generation maybe that was like scarier, more intimidating to think about sex toys? Or is it that vibrators weren't as like mainstream? Because I think about like, what about Gen Z? Like, what about younger kids now? Is that just kind of no, like, duh, everyone has a vibrator, everyone uses sex toys? I'm just curious what the cultural shift has been in the vibrator world.
I would be interested to know that also. I feel like everyone is still like, I don't know. I don't feel like our culture has really, like, we've shifted a lot in terms of the internet, but in terms of like being Protestant prudes, I'm not sure that we have, you know?
Gotcha.
Like, those kids are still growing up watching, like, Disney shit and, like, you know,
That's
which is going to give you all sorts of, you know, weird complexes about going past kissing. I've never, no.
So give vibrators, give tarot decks is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yes,
add
either way.
vibrators to the witchy list. They can do a little sex magic.
Ooh, yes. Ah, duh. Genius.
Mwah,
Everything
that's a little
is
chef's
magic.
kiss. And on that note, this seems like a wonderful time for a pause for a Yule greeting.
This is Rowan. Happy solstice to all the Witchcast podcast listeners.
Hey there, witches. This is Adrian Sexton wishing you and yours a Merry Crimble. Happy solstice and happy holidays, happy new year, and may next year be the year that you have been waiting for.
Happy Yule, Witchcast listeners. This is Durgadas Alon Doriel, previous astrology guest, and I hope you have a wonderful Yule full of illumination, healing, and connection.
I was trying to think of a witchy pun that was also like Christmassy, like fa la 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 spell, but I couldn't get anything. You know?
Oh gosh, yeah. Nothing's coming to me. Sleigh ride.
Witching under the mistletoe?
Mm.
Let it snow. Well, what can you do? There's a witchy pun out there somewhere. Hey friends, if you've got any witchy puns for the Christmas season, send them our way, because we've got nothing. Let it magic. Let it magic. Let it magic. We're back with another Witchcast podcast.
Let it magic. We talked about gifts that you can buy, but I think you mentioned earlier, there's also a lot of things that you can make.
Oh, yeah.
Save yourself some money. Maybe funds are a little tight, or you want to just make something really personal and small,
Yeah,
or
create
cute.
like a really thoughtful, personal gift.
Who doesn't love a homemade gift? I
yeah.
personally kind of prefer those. I think because they almost seem to mean a little more. I know they shouldn't, but they do. Because you put time and effort into them.
Yeah, it definitely like says love, you know?
Yeah.
It spells love Love.
Yes.
So for example, you could put together a loose leaf tea that you think would be just right for your friend or loved one.
Yeah, I would say if you're kitchen inclined, if you're good at this kind of stuff, maybe look up some recipes, you know, maybe not just improvise a tea.
My plan was totally to improvise a tea.
I mean, if you stick with edible things, I'm sure it wouldn't be toxic, but you might want to look up some blends that are already out there that you know will taste good and work well together and not poison your friends and loved ones.
Kate, you're so wise.
You're just very paranoid about food poisoning always.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
So, yeah, putting together some fresh herbs, like, or not fresh, sorry, dried herbs, putting them in like little cheesecloth bags or little satchels.
Yeah.
You can also find, if you then want to like do a combo bought gift with a homemade gift, you could put the tea in a jar and then buy one of those little like steeper things. They sell them as like little balls on chains or little wands with they have like a little grate, and then they can just like put them right in the tea.
I love my loose leaf steepers. I never get to use them anymore. I feel like I never get loose leaf around here.
I think, well, Em, I haven't given you your holiday gift yet.
I haven't given you yours, but it's right here.
I actually got yours at the Lunar Fair, but I will also get you some loose leaf tea. We'll see.
We shall see.
Another thing I think that's really fun, if tea is maybe more intimidating to you, is infusing alcohol or honeys or syrups. I actually did this several years ago because I went through this phase where I insisted on, from being a child, like a preteen, giving every single person in my entire extended family their own gift from just me. Every single year, which I gave up after about like 5 or 6 years because it is so exhausting, and when you're like 16 and you don't have any money, like it's just not doable.
Really difficult.
But I started to do handmade gifts to try to be inventive and cheap. And one year I think this was actually maybe in my early 20s because I did alcohol. But so this actually went on for quite some time. But anyway, I did infused alcohols for people. So I did vodka for some people. I did whiskey, depending on what I knew people liked. And then I would just buy either like vanilla beans or, cinnamon sticks or, different things like, or, preserves, and then do like infusions in little mason jars and wrap them up nice, cute with a bow, and then hand them off to them for Christmas gifts. But you can also do honeys. You can do simple syrups. People love that stuff. And then they have something homemade in their kitchen. Just, obviously do your research. Don't, get botulism or anything.
Yeah,
like
again,
that.
No poisoning, please and thank you.
Yes.
But I love that idea. I would be so delighted with like a witchy infused alcohol. Maybe I'm going to try and do that just to try and do that.
Why not? Do it just as a treat for yourself.
Yeah, I deserve a holiday treat too.
I think that's such a great idea too. Like while you're making this, like do it with intention. Think of good vibes, good tidings, good luck, good fortune, love, so that your witchy gift giving is witchy and it's at its core, right? Like baking is a simple one. People love to get baked cookies or cakes or treats for the holidays. It's an easy, great gift if you're a good baker. And while you're baking, just infuse it with intention of love and positivity.
Yeah, and if you want to, you could toss like an herb with some meaning in or something, or a flower or something.
Yeah, why not?
Make them a little noticeably witchy, or not. You don't have to.
It's up.
You can always just infuse with love.
Right. Either way,
that is the best way to bake.
Exactly, and you can taste it. You can taste it when things are made with love.
Totally.
Hi, this is Melissa Sung. Happy holidays, happy solstice. Take care of yourself this winter and remember to breathe.
Hey y'all, this is Carmen, Witchcast guest and listener, wishing you all a happy new year and a happy holiday season. May 2022 be abundant and prosperous for us all. Sending lots of love.
So similar note, but different. You had put in spell kit, but I thought I had been thinking about like similar but different. Yeah, like a ritual bundle. So I think a spell kit was a great idea, which is like, you wrote this, but I'm going to just read it out because I've already started down this road.
Go for it.
Like a custom spell kit with like a small candle, a crystal, incense, something that like is a whole spell together. I love that idea. And it made me think, also, you could do like a little ritual bundle. So it's like for a moon ritual, you have like a drink and a cookie or like a snack that is like your grounding food. And then like something that goes well with your rituals, like a candle or a bell or something like that. I feel like would also be a very fun way to incorporate like home baked goods and that kind of thing.
I love that idea. That's so smart. I think that's great. And that's something that also I'm very bad at is like grounding after and releasing. So who doesn't also just love a little treat?
Yeah, it's a double whammy because it's a nice night either way. You know?
And speaking of nice nights, you could also, or instead of, do bath salts. That's another thing too that you could do if they take baths, or you could do a shower scrub. Again, look up recipes online. There are ways to do them. Yeah, I don't know them.
And as a reminder, you can always buy, this is another bought one, but from a small maker, a spiritual bath from one of our former guests, or from many of the other wonderful people online that make spiritual baths.
Absolutely. Yeah, Rowan does a great spiritual bath. I know off the top of my head. I think maybe Ella does too. I'll have to look it up. We'll do more research and post a whole list of gift ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, bath salts. I love that idea. Nice witchy bath.
Yes.
And I think the Green Witch does them too, Rachel.
Yes, Rachel does, I think, as well. You're right. Who doesn't? And like I said, also, if they don't have a bathtub or don't take baths, shower scrubs, you can also use them as shower scrubs. As we know, and we've talked about in the past, you don't have to take a cleansing bath to take a cleansing bath, right? You can do it in the shower.
Yeah.
Also, so if you're more crafty and less into maybe cooking or baking, you could also make little custom ornaments, little wreaths.
Ooh, yeah. Wreaths. That's so witchy and good.
Yeah, you could just gather twigs from your backyard or evergreen sprigs and and like the more kind of intention behind each ingredient, the better. Like, why not? Like, put a little something together. Or I was thinking, like, maybe even like wind chimes. If you don't want to give a a Christmas specific gift, like if you live by the beach and could get some driftwood and some shells and just string them together to create like a little rustic like wind chime, or you have some wood in the backyard. Like, be creative and think of something that you might like to have around the house that your loved one might as well. I think that's really nice.
I think that's so brilliant. That's such a good one. Yeah.
I also, when I mentioned my little witch diary that I've started with a tarot card a day, crystal a day, I got the idea from a book that I saw at the Lunar Fair. But I was like, it's a very easy way to make your own. If you wanted to create your own little workbook for your friends or for your loved ones, you could create a template of like, draw a tarot card of the day, or what is the moon phases. Like, you can create your own little witch planner, print out that template, and then bind them, make a nice cover. Like, what a cute little homemade gift.
Totally. That's a very sweet one too. I feel like anything that has like one of my friends' handwriting on it is like very precious to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's so specifically, but it's just like, oh, they've handwritten like inside of this thing that is for me.
I think as we're in such a digital world now, everything's so printed and like everything's, typed out. So I love getting handmade cards. My one friend gives like a handmade card for every birthday, and it means a lot because they took the effort and like put in the care to make that for you, and it's just for you. It's really sweet.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Also, this is not necessarily witchy, but it could be. I also just love activities, gifts based not on physical things, but an event you can do together. So you can get a Groupon, or you can write your own coupon of like, hey, bestie date night on me. And let them know what it entails. And then the key is you have to follow up on it. You have to do it. Or I also just love giving like Groupons to people, like couples with kids I know who need a night out,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like giving them opportunities to have experiences versus a physical thing is always nice, I think.
Yeah. And you can totally make that witchy if you want to. I mean, you could go for a couple's massage, sort of in the witchy sphere. Or like, a spa day, or like,
everything's witchy, right?
It's all witchy. Everything that would be a nice break is on some level witchy, I would argue.
You take care of yourself, that you're a witch.
Yeah. Witch!
Witch! She's a witch.
Yeah. And then the last one, I had added this at the end of the list right before we did this call, but I had this thought, which is herb bundles.
Duh. Brilliant.
Someone gave me like a bundle of sage one time, just like a little sage, but like I treasured it, and it's like, but you can also make like big ones. You can make like dried flowery type thing. There's so many ways that you can use herbs in like herbs and flowers to like create beautiful things and gifts.
I love that.
And also, back on the buying track, last idea I had just as we were talking, for the witchy person in your life, I bet they'd like one of those little self-growy herb things for the kitchen.
Yes.
That is
especially
if they're an apartment witch like us.
Yeah. We got one last year, and those plants are still thriving. Some of them.
I love that. Yeah, well, I mean, it's, you can always buy more seeds if you have to.
Right. But it's great. No, if you already have a garden, if you already have some herbs that you can dry out, what a great gift to give, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Or put a cutting in a little planter for them.
And
cute planter. You could paint the planter, and then it's like even more homemade.
Oh, that's very thoughtful.
Give a bunch of of your babies.
I gift to you my children. Now eat them.
Grow and prosper. Yeah, so those are just some fun little gift ideas, last minute things to keep in mind.
Yeah, those are witchy gift ideas. Now for another message from one of our guests.
This is me playing Jingle Bells.
Hello, Witchcast family. This is Rachel, the Green Witch here, wishing you all many Yuletide blessings. May your fires burn bright this solstice, your dreams be prophetic, and your ales be tasty and plentiful. We'll see you next year.
What else did we want to talk about, Emily?
I don't know. Was that everything? I mean, Yule?
Well, how about this? What are you doing to celebrate Yule and the holidays? Let's talk about this. What are some New Year's, we talked a little bit about this in the beginning. What are some New Year's resolutions you'd like to bring into your life?
That's a great question. I feel like mindfulness is definitely, that may have been on my last year New Year's resolution too, but obviously I didn't hit peak mindfulness, so I'm gonna go again.
It can always be there. It's always
trying
to
introduce
it's not a finish line, it's a journey.
More mindfulness. I feel like I think that last year I was like, I'm gonna like do a spell every full moon, or like I'm gonna like do X, Y, and Z, and like very regimented. I'm gonna put it on a calendar. I'm gonna put it on my work calendar. I will find out when the moon is always, or I will know what the moon is like always. And I think that didn't work. So instead I'm making a more general dedication to like just find more time to like meditate, to find more time to like reflect, to find more time to do like to draw cards, or just like burn a candle and just like try and shut out the noise of like work and life and just sort of like reconnect with myself.
Yeah, create space for it, I think, right?
Yeah. And it's like I don't need to like achieve anything with it. I just want to do that. And I want to do that.
Right. I totally agree. I think that's exactly where my mind is at too. I think I want to be kinder to myself overall, because I think I always create these really high expectations for myself and say, oh, I need to do an X number of things or do it by this date. And then I feel like shit when I don't meet that deadline, right? And so I think I overall just want to create space for myself, and however I use that, and see how, and it's almost like an experiment, see how I end up utilizing that space, knowing that I'm giving myself the opportunity to reach for my journal, to meditate, to do a ritual, to do a cleansing bath, like I want to have those opportunities, but I'm not necessarily putting a set like expectation of it, but more so giving myself the space to do so, and being really kind and loving to myself so that I can say no to other things that might drain my energy elsewhere,
Yeah. I feel like I'm also going through like a stronger boundaries phase of like I recognize that I haven't had them, and now I am like rededicating myself to like just telling people what I need more, and like because I am in like a little bit of a hecticness with because I'm having like a little bit of a hectic time at work, and I feel like it was avoidable, and I feel like I just needed to be like stronger with like, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do, and like here's when it'll be done, and just like this is what I need, and like I'm old enough that I shouldn't be committing myself to things I know are going to be really hard on me,
right?
When I could just be like, I can do this slightly later, like just be firmer and like be more open about like instead of pushing
those expectations. I think there is this, especially I think for women, for creatives, for any kind of, I think it's very common for anyone who maybe is disenfranchised, not a white cis straight man, right? Like someone who maybe, I don't know, maybe it's hard for them too, but I imagine like for those who have to maybe work a little bit harder for a seat at a table, that to say no, right? Or to like there's this deep instinct kind of ingrained in us from very young that we need to say yes to everything, because otherwise we will lose out on
Right.
future opportunities. We will lose out on future work. Our reputation will go down, et cetera, et cetera. All these kind of like doomsday type ideas. But I
Yeah.
don't think that's true. The other day at work, one of my coworkers asked me to have this meeting that was like not even essential, just like kind of a regroup about process. It was, it was completely voluntary.
Sorry.
I know. No, but exactly. That was my response. And I surprised myself because instead of just saying yes or pushing it until it never happens, like, being passive aggressive about it,
Right.
I just said, I'm not in the mental health space right now where I think I can have this meeting.
Yeah.
Is there another point in the future that we can have this? And just kind of straight up told him. And he was really respectful of it. He was like, absolutely, I totally understand. Like, and I wasn't lying. Like, I was like not in a great place in that moment. And I just did not want to deal with that meeting. And I just straight up said, like, I cannot show up for this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is not the time for us to have this conversation.
Right.
Thank you for the
and
offer.
It was fine.
Like, yeah. That's the thing is like 99% of the time when you assert yourself, people are like, okay.
They're totally, they get it. And those who don't get it, maybe you need to look at that relationship. Not trying to be armchair therapist here, but like,
right.
I think anyone who respects you and loves you is going to understand if you need time for yourself.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
I know we've talked about this in the past, but I'm also really excited. I hate New Year's Eve as a holiday because I think expectations are always way too high. But I'm excited to do my yearly ritual of writing what I want to bring into the new year on bay leaves and burning them. I love that.
I forgot that you do that. Maybe I'll try and institute that this year.
I bought a new big pack of bay leaves.
Yeah.
I went and hid it in my witch cabinet, and Matt was looking for it for like weeks because he wanted to make soup. He's like, where did you put the bay leaves? I was like, these are for witch things. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, these are my bay leaves. Wait, remind me. Do you write the things that you want for the new year or the things you want to leave behind?
I think you can do it either way, honestly. Look, I there's probably a better, correct way to do it. I honestly change it based on like what I'm feeling, to be quite honest.
Cool.
I think with bay leaves specifically, I've always done what my intentions are, like what I want to bring in.
I love it.
I've done it with paper of what I want to, and then burn that and what I want to release. And I've done it outside where I can like release it to the wind. Whereas with bay leaves, I usually burn it indoors with like a candle and kind of like meditate over it. So I think it's about, again, your intention behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I am a fire sign. I love to watch things burn.
Yeah, the burn is good.
The burn is good. Shall we hear from another one of our friends?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Witchcast friends. This is June. I'm wishing you all a wonderful lover's year of 2022, thinking about self-reflection, surrounding yourself with the people that remind you of the best parts of yourself. It's going to be a really nourishing year.
Oh, that was just lovely.
I feel so loved. We're so lucky for the community that we have. Before we draw a tarot card, I will say that. I will say thank you.
Yeah,
to
thank you.
everyone, to our listeners, to our community, to our guests, to our friends. We're so grateful to have this platform and that it's still going. And
yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing. It brings me a lot of joy.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thanks for being a part of our little lives. And, following us on Instagram for those of you who do, and like engaging with the stuff that we put there. And like, you're all just rock stars.
It means a lot. It's crazy that we love what we do, but it makes it that much more like better.
Yeah.
Knowing that other people actually get some benefit out of it as well. That's awesome.
Yeah, getting to share it is wonderful.
So cool.
So shall we draw a card?
Let's draw a card. Do you want to each draw one like we did before?
Oh, yeah. Let me go get
it's a holiday special. All right. I have a card. Do you have a card?
I have a card.
I have the 8 of Wands.
I have the Fool.
Ooh, what a perfect New Year card to have.
Yeah, that's right. Very New Year's-y.
All right. Well, we know the Fool. We've talked about the Fool.
Yeah, so the Fool we know is at the beginning of their journey. They are not necessarily naive, but they are new. They are at the first step of a beginning, which we are quite literally. So
Quite
that
literally.
Works out well.
I love the Fool. I think it's like looking at the world through child's eyes. I mean, there is I think a darker side where you might be, you might want to be a little more aware of certain things. Don't be too rose-colored glasses about it all. But I don't necessarily think it is like you're literally a fool. I think it's more like, no, it's a rebirth. You're a newborn babe. You're starting a new journey.
Yeah, and fools can also be like light and fun and, you know, I mean, it's like definitely they have lessons to learn, but like, you know, it's also like the goofball.
Exactly. I love that. And so the Eight of Wands, I'm looking it up on Biddy because honestly, that's another thing we're going to be doing, spoiler alert, in this new season, is going more in depth in the suits of the tarot. We've talked a lot about the major arcana, but we are going to have episodes dedicated to the suits of the tarot, which I'm very excited about. But so the Eight of Wands is all about, it says here, movement, fast-paced action, change, alignment, and air travel, I guess. I'm not planning on flying anywhere necessarily soon. But I love that paired with the Fool.
Yeah.
It says the struggles of the Seven of Wands have all now but cleared, and you have the freedom and space to move forward with your plans once again. It's a dynamic card with high energy levels, propelling you forward to reach your goals at a much faster pace than ever before. It's going to be a good busy time where you'll be enthusiastic about the progress that you are making. Go with the flow. Don't resist it.
Beautiful.
I love it.
That's a really great, like, yeah, we're starting a new year. Go with that flow. Move. You know,
new season, new year.
A little bit of action.
We got it.
We're shifting. We're changing. We're moving forward. Mm-hmm. We're facing obstacles. We're learning about ourselves. We're becoming something.
Bigger, realer, fuller, loving.
Going around the cycle and then going around it all over again.
I know people were saying this about 2020, but I want to enter 2022 with full hearts. Clear heads, can't lose. I just want like...
Wait, were people saying that about 2020?
No, I just feel like there's a lot of like... There's like this YouTube... I was watching some old YouTube video, and for some reason, I don't know why, all the comments were for like the top of 2020, and they were like, this is gonna be my year.
Oh boy.
Look, I feel like a hard time.
I will say that I feel like before 2020, that was just like the thing you said at the end of each year.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of like, You know, I mean, like, I think it was harder to say that after, like, 2016. Like, it kind of was like, yeah, I hope that this year is, like, a little bit better, you know? Yeah. And then after 2020, it was just like, I hope this year is...
I hope we survive.
Yeah, like, boy, I sure hope 2022 comes, you know? Like,
yeah, it doesn't get worse.
Yeah.
Well, I can't control so many, the outside forces, but I hope that at least for me, I can at least try and live more full of love for myself and the people around me.
Yeah. Beautiful, Kate.
That's my goal. Thanks. Thank you.
And I hope I can just make it to 2023.
Here's to making it to 2023.
We're going again, baby.
Well, I think that's it for our Yule holiday special. All the things. Follow us on Witchcast Podcast.
Yes.
Give us a little rating, review, and some love. Shout out to all of our wonderful friends and past guests who were able to leave us little messages for our listeners.
Thank you so much to everyone who did that.
That was so sweet.
Thank you so much for listening and being here.
Yeah.
And Kate, thank you so much.
Oh, Emily, thank you.
For being here. You know what I mean?
Love you so much, girl.
I love you so much.
Oh. Yeah, and I hope you have a very wonderful holiday. I know this time is hard for so many, so be kind to yourself. Treat yourself to a little cocoa or tea.
Yeah. Get yourself a hot beverage with intention.
Wishing you all the best in the new year, and we're going to be back so soon with season 5.
Yeah. We'll talk to you very soon.
And until next time.
Hex yeah!
'Cause it's Witchcast.